Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 13 of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelists of the Roses, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, this is our first official video under the side of the Yorkist campaign. So I had to change my deck to get below 933, and I just managed to get at 932. So yeah, Gemini Elf will be our newest addition. Wow, I actually have 3 Dragon Zombies? That's ridiculous. And I also added Megamorph because I felt it'd be pretty good because it powers up every monster by 300 points. So it doesn't matter who you equip it to, it will get the 300 point bonus. Sky Dragon was also added because I felt that would come in handy for later. Maybe a whole lot of zombies may not be such a good idea. However, I do have the Wasteland and the Yami cards, so, disregard exactly what I just said there. Okay, so we have just enough deck cost to challenge Taya and get her Red Rose card. So, let's do it. I also noticed that, your HUD on the very bottom is actually changed to White Rose colors now. That's also a nice touch. The Rose Duelist! You dare to betray the hopes of Prince Yugi! I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget! Taya, you've been known throughout the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games of having very terrible cards. And I believe she likes to use fairy cards a lot. Weirdly enough, her field is mostly normal. She has some meadow squares and some mountain squares. The mountains are where her fairies are going to get an advantage. So we gotta deal with that pretty soon. Ooh, we got our Gemini Elf right away. Not too bad at all. Mountains are not good for zombies, and spellcasters do not do good on the meadow. So be sure to keep that in mind. I think starting off with a 1900 attack point monster on normal terrain that's only 4 stars is a pretty good way to start. So I think we just gotta push forward and start attacking right away. Ooh, a Yami card is not too bad. Oh wait, Gemini Elf is a spellcaster. So yeah, we'll get an even bigger advantage. So haha, sucks to be you. I'll place my Yami card right here. Fairies will get a disadvantage on this field. So there we go. Welcome to the dark side. Also, another thing you should notice that your HUD or your score is on the right side because that's normally where the White Rose side is. So make sure you're paying attention to that. If I have Invigoration, that'll make my Gemini Elf even stronger, which I don't. But I do have a Dragon Zombie, so look out. I think it's time we start pushing forward. Hourglass of Courage, only 600 attack points. Yeah, you don't really stand a chance here. I lost 1,000 life points? And her cards just got a point bonus, or a power bonus. Don't know what up with that, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. So let's put this Dragon Zombie over here in case we start to attack that instead. Wherever you move that Dancing Elf, my Gemini Elf is coming right after you. So let's take a look at those abilities that she's got, which is none. Wow. Taya is slacking off in pretty much every aspect right here. Why would you put a card right there? You left your deck leader completely defenseless. I consider that very sad. Why did I decide to attack a monster anyway? Well, I figured, it would be just a waste to have, very little cards in the graveyard slot. So, what exactly does that do? Cancels all power increases or decreases of an enemy monster in battle. No space after your exclamation point. That is bad. Does not cancel bonus. Okay, we've seen a card like that before. If LP or life points over 1,000 points and this card is destroyed in battle, the strength of your monsters are increased by 1,000 points, and your life points reduced by 1,000. Wait a minute. Huh. Oh, she lost life points, not me. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Wow, terrible plays there, Taya. That was absolutely pathetic. Gemini Elf was like tearing some house on their first day together. On the winning side, of course. Okay, we got a happy lover right away. Oh! Oh! I was so close! Reason why I decided to go with 3 happy lovers because they stood out the most. Man, that was so disappointing. I could have gotten like 3 of them together. I guess I lost. It pains me to know that I lack the strength to protect my lord and love. Yeah, you're just a failure altogether, so give me your damn card, will ya? Alright, so let's go with opponent number 2. I mean, we got plenty of time. Tristan! Deck cost of $11.49? I mean, that's a pretty big leap. This is only your second opponent, and already you gotta, like, jack up your deck cost for, like, almost 200. Jeez Louise. Alright, we gotta start making some changes again. What do we put in now? Okay, you know, we probably don't need Sparks. The only reason we had that in our deck in the first place was because it was low cost. So, let's go with something a little bit of a higher cost. No, why did I go to level? That was ridiculous. Yeah, L1 and R1 is pretty much an easy way to go about it. Barrel Dragon, you can come back to my deck. It's been a while since I had you in there. Red Medicine is probably not going to be necessary either. I already got a Kaiser Dragon in my deck, so we don't need 2. Maybe Monstrous... Do I already have a Monstrous Bird? I think I already got one. Empress Judge. You know what? You can come in. Oh, I got a Reincarnation available! I don't need 2 of these. So this will give me an Aquamador. That's not bad. Spellbinding Circle. That's actually really good. And I got another Burning Land. Well, I didn't really need that. Let's go by Newcomer Sort. I almost said Newcomer. That would have been sad. Spellbinding Circle. Disposable trap that spellbinds activated from enemy card for 3 turns and reduces strength by 600 points! Okay. I think we have a new winner. What is a card that I can afford to get rid of? Because I probably won't be needing all of these. Sky Dragon, it's been fun, but I don't really think you're that needed. Actually, I think the Sky Dragon is the one I'll need. I think I'll get rid of one of my Dragon Zombies. And then we'll put the Sky Dragon back. I think that'll be a suboptimal way to go about this, but I don't really think it's necessary to go all the way. I mean, we were only taking on Tristan after all. Just because he has a high deck cost doesn't mean he's going to be super strong. Oh, he's fighting in London, eh? Hold it! You're the one they call the Duelists, right? If you want to go any further, you'll have to face me and my Crabwalker strategy. Crabwalker strategy? Like, what is a Crabwalker strategy? Does that mean you're walking with the crabs or something? I mean, you know, England definitely didn't have a lot of, you know, like, sexual health on the go, but that's neither here nor there. I'm pretty sure animals were involved. Anyways, I think it's time to move on and actually consider this kind of terrain. There's pretty much all kinds of things you gotta deal with. Like on the far ends, it's normal. You got dark, wasteland, the sea, forest, and meadow. I noticed that Tristan's deck leader is the Carbonala Warrior, so that means he's going to be relying on a lot of warriors. Which is weird because, you know, the side where warriors have an advantage is on my side of the river. And on his side of the river, zombies and fiends definitely do a hell of a lot better. So he's not really thinking with, like, a full set here. Let's be honest. I doubt he has, like, a fiend or a spellcaster, so he's not going to be moving 2 spaces on that. Well, he'll probably move something there. Oh, we actually did have a spellcaster. Lord of the Lamp. No, that was a fiend. Never mind. That's a dude from the Pringles can. If he had a love child with Grimace. Huh. You know, that McDonald's figure that was big. Alright, let's move my Gemini Elf over here so we'll have a pretty good advantage. Now, let's see what I can do here. Ooh, Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. Had to wait another turn to bring that out, though. So let's put an invisible wire right over here. Come on, go for it, I dare ya. Ooh, you went straight for it. Big mistake. Now your monster's all gone. Imagine gun? Did you really feel that 600 life point damage was worth putting your monster in serious risk? Because look what you just did right there. Yeah, I'll power this up as well, why not? First of all, I can do this. That's 2,000 points of damage right there. You following me? And then we go over here and do, well... If I cut around like this, then I'm just gonna be in the way of Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. Well, you'll survive by only 100 life points. Whoop-de-frickin' do. Why did I move you over there, even though I could have gotten more out of it? If I was staying on this side, Gemini Elf would have been more protected. Well, this guy got you covered anyway. I felt it wasn't that necessary. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. And it looks like he's running scared. Yeah, we'll move you back on here. This would be pretty much the best course of action. Wait a minute. What am I thinking about just using these guys and thinking for another turn? When I can just do this. Fuck it, I'll use Sectarian of Secrets to beat ya. Yeah, just to really humiliate your ass. Those were two rather quick duels. I swear to God, if this is all they got to throw at me, Yugi does not stand a chance. Okay, I got that. I don't know what that's gonna help me with. Ah, Dark Prisoner. Well, that's 2 times in a row that I lined up to, and I could not get the third one. Oh, man. One day it'll happen. I do not know when, but it will soon happen. Mark my words. I don't believe it! You beat the crap out of me! Puns. I think the reason why they called it a crab walker strategy just so he can stay horizontal wherever his monsters had the advantage, but he certainly soiled that now, did he? Okay, gotta take on Mai, who has a deck cost of 1,003. So once again, we have to make some changes to our deck because, well, screw everything. Okay, let's think about this for a moment. What do we need to swap out? You know what? I'm actually going to swap out the Great Mammoth the Gold Fine. This may seem crazy, but hear me out. Mai's going to be using a lot of mountains, so zombies will not be that helpful. So yeah, there's that. Also, I'm going to need something of at least... Well, I don't think warriors do that good on the mountain either. Do they? I think they get a little bit of a disadvantage. So let's take out Empress Judge as well. Air Knight Parshath can stay. Cyberstein and Barrel Dragon can stay. So let's think about this. I don't want to use Meteor Dragons, I got that through a password. Black Dragon Jungle King, I say I can put you in there. Wait a minute. Let me go to my spells, shall we? Because I feel like I never put Tremendous Fire back in my deck. Oh wait, I think it is in my deck, never mind. No, yeah, it is in my deck for sure. Alright. Well, actually, this is where I want it to be on anyway. Okay, I gotta put 2 things in my deck that are going to be low cost. Like, enough to bring it down to 1,003 still. Fiend Reflection number 1, I'm thinking about that. Though not likely. Did I put Spellbinding Circle in my deck? I'm pretty sure I did. I don't need another Infinite Dismissal. That would be a little cost prohibitive, all things considered. Okay, we gotta think about this for a moment. Like, we need something that's gonna help. And it's not gonna be that expensive. Do we go with a Dragon Treasure? No, I think we go with Bright Castle. Yeah, we'll go with Bright Castle, give them a good power boost. And then we'll probably go with the... I would like to put in another monster. So probably something around deck cost of 30. Maybe Crawling Dragon? No, that... Is that a dragon? Yeah, it's a dragon. Alright, well... It costs like 5 stars. So, dismiss that idea. Ocubeam could actually be pretty good. Or Shadow... Not Shadow Ghoul, definitely not. Dark Witch! Okay, we found our winner. Dark Witch it is. You know it's pretty sad when you're spending more time in the deck edit screen than you are in the duels because it shows like how terrible your opponents are. My probably will not be terrible. I remember when I was a teen and me and my friends used to play this game. Mine was pretty much like where we almost hit the wall. So you're the one who betrayed those who summoned you. I guess I'll have to show you the error of your ways. Alright, well, you can try. Hopefully you do better than the other two did. I could have dueled Taya and Tristan at the same time. Like, each of them will just get a turn at the exact same time and they'd still lose. That's how bad it was! Alright, so as we can see, like, there's a lot of mountain and there's some wasteland. So let's take a look at Mai's deck leader, which of course is the Harpy Lady. Alright, let's see. Increased movement, so she can move 2 times, just as Seto could. That's unfortunate. That means it's going to be harder to try to catch up to her. I do have a Mucus Yolk, though. But let's not do anything with that yet. I think the best thing to do for Mucus Yolk is to put him far back. Or, you know, just have him out in front to defend. And when Mai brings in some heavy hitters, they'll be affected by the crushed terrain that's resulted from Immortals being destroyed. Okay, we gotta keep getting aggressive here. Spellbinding Circle is a little too early to work with. But I will put it right here anyway. She may not even go for it. Besides, she's summoning a monster on this side. Why? I have no idea. But it looks like she's trying to fortify a defense. Man, this is a pretty shit haul as far as I'm concerned. Here, let me put a Nightmare Scorpion right over here. Yeah, we can put you in attack mode because you'll just spellbind on the next when you're gonna get hit anyway. Okay, I don't want to move over here because I'll put myself in range of a direct attack. Let's not get too aggressive. Oh dear. I think she's gonna start attacking with that monster. Not attacking at all! He thinks that may not even be a monster at all. Alright, let's put on some pressure here. Let's rely on traps exclusively. Let's see what happens. That's a Curse Breaker! And my monster is still face down! That's why she didn't attack. Because it couldn't even attack to begin with. She's still getting monsters powered up. Okay, you're gonna get spellbound, so good luck. That's a punished eagle. Ooh! Okay. Well, at least you're spellbound as well. But holy crap, that hurt. Those were 2 powerful monsters that thankfully both were spellbound. 3100, 2800. Ugh. See, I told you Mai was tough. Oh, beautiful. This will actually turn the tide to some extent. So there, with the Wasteland, they don't get so much of a power boost. Now, if only I can just get some zombies out here, that'll be great. Can't really take a chance on that. These are actually good traps, so I think I'll just keep them around. What I was thinking is, like, maybe if I put myself over there, and that may be a spell or a trap anyway. And then they'd be gone. I don't think that'd be a wise choice. Ooh, Air Knight Parshath. Okay, I'm actually gonna give you a power boost. Oh! Well, on the plus side, we can do something about that. Okay, she moves over here. She can just summon a monster. Ugh, this could be bad. She didn't actually move herself forward. Oh, Spellbinding Circle. So, there goes that. That Wing Eagle is still pretty strong. Oh, you activated my other trap, Tears of the Mermaid. Good job. Okay, she actually protected herself there. No, but I still got this, too. So I'm not completely out of the woods yet. Maybe having a dimension hole back there as backup might help. Let's think about this for a moment here. Oh, that's right, I'm in the summoning range. That's dumb. Okay, first we gotta get rid of that Harpy's Pet Dragon. That's a good start. And then we start thinking about what we're gonna do here. Well, obviously we'll try this. It's gonna be a matter of time before she starts attacking again. Sadly, Air Knight does not get a power bonus on Wasteland. That would be a little crazy. She's retreating. Monster Reborn! Oh no! Harpy's Pet Dragon comes back. Wait, my Air Knight Parshath can beat that. I mean, what am I afraid of? Oh, this is glorious. Okay, that's one of my cards over there. So, that would be a bad idea to put that in harm's way. Unless I try this. That cannot move 2 spaces. It's still spellbound, of course. This is risky, but we gotta try it. She might have her Wing Eagle attack that, and then that gets destroyed. And all this be safe. Oh, I don't have enough attack points to beat a Harpy's Pet Dragon when it's on the mountain. But it cannot beat me either. Well, it's something. At least the Invisible Wire will beat it. If she decides to go that route, which I don't think she will. I knew you'd go for it. There, that destroys 2 of your powerful monsters at once. Okay, I'm getting better knowing how widespread ruin works. Oh man, if only I had a monster. Well, I tried. But it looks like I gotta think of something a little bit better. Maybe I don't really have to think that far ahead. I can just use my, Yorkist Yoke to oh, no, I can't, because it has an attack of freaking 0! Oh yeah, powered up with Dark Energy, just give it, what, 300 points. What a time to be alive. Yeah, let's get crazy here. Even if you attack and destroy it, I still got the Invisible Wire to back me up. Yeah, let's go nuts! 300 attack points, have fun! I started a joke that got the whole world laughing! The things I do. Well, I still got that, but if that Harpy's Pet Dragon trips it, then I'm screwed. Did I actually shoot myself in the foot? I'm pretty sure I did. I may have gotten a bit too cocky. That cannot go over 3,000 attack points. Wait, why didn't Invisible Wire trip that? Was it not in range? I think the range was a little bit wrong. Note to self. Don't pull a stunt like that ever again. Thinking an invisible wire could have been in the appropriate range, it wasn't. Ha! If that's the best you can do, I thank our lucky stars that you didn't side with us. Oh, you're rude. You know what? I could have just paused the video and just say, hey, I'll just take you on in the next episode, but no, you had to cross the line. You embarrassed me and my mucus yolk, you pay. Can't believe she was lucky enough to get like 2 Harpy's pet dragons out there. This is very similar to the same hand I had before, but I got a wasteland right away. No, do that. That's better. But this is actually placed in a better position than the last time. There, now there's a lot less advantages for winged monsters. So have fun with that. Sky Dragon won't get an advantage either, but life goes on. I don't dare bring it out yet. There, I'll end my turn. Maybe I should start moving my leader to the side because I can use my Sky Dragon then. Oh, big mistake. Kinda wish that worked the last duel! Because that would have been nice, but I have to live with the fact that it didn't work like that. Okay, here's the thing. The best thing for us to do is move over this way and start moving our Sky Dragon right over here. At least I'll utilize what little bit of the mountain we have left. And I'm not talking about that dude from Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones, and I'm not worth giving up my 401k just to, like, buy a DVD set. Oh, here we go. Okay, best thing for me to do is put you right in the back. This'll give you ample time to power up. I'm not that well protected, but I got Widespread Ruin to back me up. I wonder if she's going to attack that monster right away. No, she's not. Okay, if I'm going to be using the Widespread Ruin, I gotta try to get it right in the middle of the pack. Like somewhere that... Oh, I forgot to move my Sky Dragon. That's dumb of me. So, yeah. If I can get Widespread Ruin to blow up more than one card, everything will be coming up Millhouse. I forgot where my Widespread Ruin card was. It was right over here. I might sadly only get that guy, but if I only get that one guy, I'll get that one guy. You know, it is what it is. Okay, don't put Widespread Ruin over here, because then you'll end up destroying your own card as well. However, I can put my Swordsman of a Foreign Land right over here, with no consequences whatsoever. Or, you know, little consequences. There, I got 2 cards gone from him. Oh, are you mad? Did I strike a nerve? Oh dear. I got beaten by the NBC logo. Good job. Okay. We still got a very good chance of winning. That Peacock's in a pretty bad spot, but he'll go after that, and then everything will be just fine. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I'll put you over here. Actually, over here be fine. We don't want to get too crazy. Because, you know, it'll get attacked twice if I get too aggressive. And what's the point of the first spellbind? Oh, well, it was nice knowing ya. Spellbound, and now spell dead. Beautiful. Okay. Still behind, though. So, you know, we gotta change that as soon as possible. And it's pretty soon before this guy gets a little juiced. Here, why don't I give you a little bit more? Yeah, that should give you a few extra turns. Or a few less turns to get powered up. I'll keep my deck leader right here, of course. Don't gonna get too ridiculous now. It's not doing anything with those cards. Once I feel you're strong enough to even survive the mountain, then we'll start putting you out there. I know I got a Sword Stalker, I don't really feel like using it right now. I can actually put you right over here, that'd be fine. If anything, the most you'll be attacked is once. And I might actually reveal one card. Not going to attack with that? Really? Alright, I'm convinced that's not even a monster right there. It is a monster, so, shows me! Sometimes I'm just full of shit. Okay, best thing for me to do is start moving back. Air Knight Parshat has to be very good over here. Pumpkin needs just a little bit more time. I feel like it's not enough yet. Like, you're doing awesome on the Wasteland, but you're not going to be on the Wasteland forever. Okay, that's incapacitated for one turn. Good job. You pretty much did your part. Do you really want me to bring out the Sword Stalker? Because I'll bring out the Sword Stalker, and it's not going to be a good day for anyone involved. Especially you. Man, I can just do this and give Pumpkin even more power. Putting all my eggs in one basket, because that's the way to win duels, apparently. Oh yeah, I already did something. Well, you're not going to move 2 spaces on Wasteland, so I feel safe putting you over here. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my Nightmare Scorpion in defense mode. Might want to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be met with a bad time. You know, I can sick this guy out right now. First things first. Oh! I already moved my Nightmare Scorpion. God damn it, Bobby. Okay, Air Knight Parshat, you gotta get over there as soon as possible. Nightmare Scorpion is pretty much cucked, as far as I'm concerned, unless... Do I have a monster? I do have a monster. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh, haha, yeah. Rather, I would do this. No, that would not be a good idea, unless... Sword Stalker? Yeah, Sword Stalker it is. Better get rid of these monsters first. So I was thinking, you know, I'll just put like one of my weaker monsters in defense mode and everything be gravy, but then I realized Shadow of Eyes is there. If I forgot about that, we'd be having some problems. Darkfire Dragon, that's a weak card. You should feel bad for having that in your deck in the first place. You know, I could have just replaced my Nightmare Scorpion with Dimension Hole. That would have worked too. Now that I think about it, rather than rely on Sword Stalker. But you know what? What's done is done. I've already committed to this path. And it's gonna lead to your untimely demise, my demise, yeah? You get it? You don't get it. That Kanan the Sword Mistress definitely didn't get it. Except a beating! Oh, my Air Knight Parshat will not be able to destroy that Shadow of Ice. Well, somebody's got to get out there to do it. Okay, she's retreating. You made a wise decision. Okay, Invisible Bar is still a problem for Swordstalker. So we gotta be extra careful. Okay, you're safe. Good. Good. Barrel Dragon may not be a bad idea. Actually, Barrel Dragon would be a terrible idea. I could put you right over here. We gotta thin out the herd somehow. Oh, a Tyhone. You know what? I'm kinda glad I'm spellbound. I think I would have a disadvantage on the mountain. Alright, we got Mai cornered now. Well, except not really. She can still move. But she has very little that can defeat my Pumpkin the King of Ghosts now. Oh man, I've been giving up a lot! Like 1,000. Do I really want to destroy Shadow of Eyes that badly? Well, either way, I'd have to, like, decrease my attack points a lot. And I can't just put you in defense mode. I mean, we gotta do it. There, Shadow of Eyes is no more. Still not gonna beat that Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, though, which is good. Ooh, Kaiser Dragon is pretty nice. If I can get you over there. Which I can! Haha! If only I just had enough for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, but I don't. That was a Curse Breaker. You know, my Swordstalker could have used that. But, time to move on. Oh yeah, I already summoned. If and Dismissal will protect me. For the most part. Oh, you made a big mistake. You're not the only one to have creatures that can fly. Oh, you're down to your last 500, Mai! Haha, payback's a bitch and so are you. You put yourself in a position to be directly attacked. Why would you move yourself over there? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, guys! I'm seriously don't. Wait a minute. Okay. You know what? I'll get rid of my Infinite Dismissal even though I could have just simply moved it. And then, Barrel Dragon, have a little bit of fun. Well, out of all the cards you selected, it was the Swordstalker, but I win anyway. So it's pretty much a small loss. Can't believe I actually fitted 3 duels in one episode. That's crazy. You know what else would be crazy? If I can get 3 cards in a row for once? What could I want? I already got a Harpy's Pet Dragon, or a Shadow of Oz. I don't really need that. And of course I got a Harpy's Pet Dragon. Wow. Electro Whip? Okay. 3 duels in a row. Where I get 2 in a row of something and 1 of something else. And that is why I don't play the VLTs much. Losing to the likes of you makes my skin crawl. You shall not be so lucky when you reach the continent, for Yugi and his followers are a force to be reckoned with. Ooh, I'm so scared, Molly. You actually did beat me once. Good for you. Alright, I think it's time for us to move on to Dover. If you're looking for a boat to take you to the continent, climb aboard. Okay. You're so kind. Alright, landlubber. If you want to reach the continent, you'll have to face me in a duel. Me? My name is Mako, card mercenary Bratang. At sea, you're in my element. I've been waiting for you to cross my path. Defeat me, and I'll deliver you to the shores of Boulogne. I've got nothing against you, but I've been paid well to ensure you never reach the continent. and I intend to keep my end of the bargain. Oh, so we actually have our 4th duel right here on the Strait of Dover. Deck cost of 1001, so I can use the same deck if I want to, but I'll make some adjustments anyway. So in the next episode, we'll be taking on Mako Tsunami. See you everyone, thanks for watching.